tonight on SCC Sports as the Tartan North Titans take on the Hastings Raiders. Hi, everybody. On behalf of our entire SCC Sports crew, I'm Patrick Lilia with you tonight. A matchup of two teams who picked up their first wins of the season last night, both in relatively convincing fashion as the Titans, took care of Sartell Sauk Rapids by a score of 15-3, and the Raiders took care of St. Paul Academy by a score of 12-5 as the Raiders being introduced as a warm May evening. Can't rule out an isolated shower or two. We had a little bit of a sprinkling in the pregame, did not amount to much, but clouds have moved in. And as we said, can't really rule out the possibility of a little bit of isolated rain as we move through tonight's game. Brady Wasvik, the head coach of the Raiders, getting set for this matchup tonight here in Oakdale. As Rick Estes standing at the end of the introduction line before the Titans will be introduced momentarily. Last time these two teams got together a little less than a year ago, with Hastings winning at 13-8, the final score. Hastings winning 2 of the last 3, as the Titans had taken 4 in a row prior to that, going back to 2021. Whereas last year, as we mentioned, the Raiders did take it by 5, 13-8 the final, as Raiders will look to make it 3 out of 4 against Tartan. Player introductions continuing for the Titans. Raiders in the blue with white numbers, as the Titans will be in the home whites. Grandstand across our way, filling up as we work our way toward game time. So we said game time temperature in the lower 80s. Do have an isolated chance for some showers, as we mentioned during the pregame. Winds, not too much to speak of, but a little bit of a breeze down there on the field as we hit game time tonight. National anthem has been played here at Tartan High School, and National anthem has been played here at Tartan High School, and we are just moments away from getting underway between the Raiders and the Titans. You're from Tartan High School in Oakdale this evening. Two teams who picked up their first wins of the season yesterday. Titans will go left to right on your screen here in this first quarter, with the Raiders from Hastings going right to left. Starting goaltender tonight for Tartan will be Maddie McClellan, a senior. And for the Raiders, starting goaltender Claire Katuna, a junior. As she will man the goal on the right side of the screen. Two teams getting set, with the face-off taking place on the Titans logo at midfield. And we are underway from Oakdale tonight. The opening face-off able to be controlled by the Titans, as coming in, and an early goal for Tartan, as right off the face-off. Only took 5 seconds off the clock, and the goal for Greta Colshaw-Klein. So a very fast start for the Titans tonight. Colshaw-Klein just 5 seconds off the clock. Can't ask for much of a better start if you're the Titans. Faceoff goes up high in the air and controlled again by the Titans. Titans will look to set up in the attacking zone. Working her way into the slot is Caitlin Wood. She sends it wide of the net. Titans still in control of it. Trying to work it inside. The Raiders will turn it up the far boundary. Send it across midfield, a scramble for the loose ball. Raiders will be able to keep it moving forward. Rosa Prieto will carry it into the Titans' end. Then it's turned back over to Tartan North. High pass as it comes loose near midfield, but the Titans able to keep control of it. Kira Riley carrying it across midfield. Titans able to work it inside. A chance was blocked. Might have been knocked down by the goaltender, Katuna. Raiders approach midfield with it. It's Megan Majewski nearly lost it. Raiders tried to push it over onto the near side of the net. Titans come speeding back the other way with it. Across midfield, Savannah Mua came ahead with it. Beg your pardon, that was Colshaw Klein who came ahead with it, as Colshaw Klein is fouled and she'll have a chance with it. It's Colshaw Klein with the shot, and the stop was made by the goaltender Katuna. It's Katuna in control of it. Sends it quickly upfield. Out of the game spent in the Hastings end so far. The Titans scored 5 seconds into the game. That's our only goal so far. Titans again control in the Hastings zone. Colshaw Klein with it for Riley. As Riley came in on the attack, was met by a couple of Raiders as Katuna will send it back upfield. Olivia Jacobson was able to shake one defender. I'm going to whistle behind the play. Allison Weinzettel will have the chance. Players still getting in their proper positions. Weinzettel takes the shot and scores. Allison Weinzettel off the foul with the first Raiders goal. Weinzettel opted to take the shot from where she was placed.
For the Raiders at 6:45, number 3, Allison Weinzettel. Weinzettel, 6:45.
Weinzettel opted to take the shot, and she makes it count. Well, the Raiders answer the very early Tartan goal. Face-off able to be controlled by Weinzettel once again. It's Weinzettel. Tries to work it down on toward the near side. Trying to pick it up is Jacobson. It's Weinzettel able to recover. It's Haley Siebenaller. Have a foul on the side of the net. Titans will come up the near side as Riley was able to get to it first. And then we'll get Riley working her way back into the high slot. A little over halfway through this opening quarter. You're at Tartan High School in Oakdale. Riley. Titans being very deliberate here in the offensive zone on this sequence. Cutting inside and scores. As the Titans will regain the lead. The goal for Lola Hurley.
For the Titans with her first of the evening at 5:03. Number 8, Lola Hurley.
So Hurley splits a couple of defenders. Met a little bit of a wall, but had plenty of time to release the shot and put the Titans back on top. Official being very deliberate about getting the face-off set. Tartan able to control. And a foul will turn it over to the Raiders. Raiders advance it ahead. Jacobson. Comes back out for Venzettel as Venzettel drives in and scores. Oh, the second goal of this first quarter for Weinzettel. A little bit of a delayed reaction. Now Allison Weinzettel, her second goal of the first quarter. And a timeout going to be taken here. We look at the Weinzettel goal. It's able to just split the legs of the goaltender McClellan. Oh, a quick answer for Hastings following the Tartan goal that put the Titans back on top. Titans using one of their 2 timeouts of this first half. The sun peeks out a little bit more than it did at the start of the game. A lot going on here at Tartan High School tonight. Also baseball and softball games going on around us. A very busy evening of sports here at Tartan High School. Of course, those games started earlier, so looking to wrap up here likely in the very near future, those 2 games. Look them out of the Titans timeout. Second goal of the game for Allison Weinzettel. Titans able to control the face-off as they'll advance it into the Hastings zone. The whistles will blow. Colshaw Klein off the foul. She steps into it, takes the shot, and scores. Greta Colshaw-Klein has her second goal of this opening quarter. Titans go back in front. Quick answer to the Hastings goal from a moment ago.
For the Titans with their second of the evening at 4:03. Number 15, Colshaw-Klein.
Last two goals coming off of restarts. We'll have to reset the face-off circle. Beg your pardon, they'll just give the face-off to the Raiders. Hastings will advance up the far boundary. Splitting her way in and taking a shot wide of the net for the Raiders. Good opportunity for Hastings. Raiders will work from the high slot as they score, and we have our third tie as it's the third goal of the quarter for Weinzettel. So our third tie of this first quarter. Weinzettel having herself a big first quarter. Face-off able to be controlled by the Raiders as they'll advance it into the Tartan zone. Madeline Tix. We'll get another whistle. And a penalty is going to be called. It appears. I beg your pardon, no penalty. Streaking in and taking the shot knocked down. Weinzettel, I beg your pardon, Elena Knoll had a couple of chances at it. As it comes back in front, and the Raiders will take their first lead. Elena Knoll, I believe, will get the goal. She had a couple of opportunities. Finally cashed in on the third one.
For the Raiders, with her first of the evening at 2:10. Number 7.
Now the Raiders have scored a couple and will take their first lead. That was a nice pass to Knoll inside. Face-off picked up by Knoll. Titans have also had a good offensive first quarter. A pair for Greta Colshaw-Klein. Knoll driving inside, takes a shot high over the net. Madeline Tix will leave things off with under 90 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's Kennedy. Good defense by the Titans. They're able to force a loose ball, but and are awarded it off the Hastings violation. Titans looking to get this game tied up here in the final minute of the first quarter. Lift off for Liv Hansford. Colshaw Klein will try to drive inside. She'll leave it off for Riley. And a goal for the Titans. Kira Riley was able to generate some space and ties the game with just seconds to go in this first quarter. Had a fun first quarter. Pair of goals for Colshaw Klein. Also goals for Hurley and for Riley now. O'Reilly finds that open room and ties the game. Back and forth first quarter continuing. Now the first quarter will come to a close. 2 goals for Colshaw Klein, goals for Hurley and for Riley, and we are tied at 4 after 1 period of play here on SEC Sports. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back with the second quarter. Stay with us.
I look around this room, I see a fighting team of brave antibodies. But the flu is coming in strong, so I won't sugarcoat it. I need each one of you on your A game. The good news is, Anthony, the human body we've been tasked to protect, just got his flu shot, which supplied us with brand new gear to defend against the flu. That's right, we've upgraded our game with this new equipment. They give you a little extra boost. So let's go fight for Anthony, for his mom, his co-workers, that nice lady Patricia that lives down the street with the cute dog. In the face of viral adversity, we make Anthony thrive so he can protect himself and the people he loves most. Are you with me? Yeah!
Let's work as a team to defend against the flu. Gear up with a flu shot to help protect others and reduce your risk of being sick or hospitalized with the flu. Learn more at getmyflushot.org.
I'm a different kind of threat. I can't be scared away or negotiated with. You can't call the cops on me.
Do you still want to hang out after?
I don't want your money. Or your TV. I don't even have to break in. I'm invited.
Welcome back to Tartan High School. Second quarter about to get underway. It was a thrilling first quarter. Had 4 ties, 4 one-goal leads. Titans getting the late goal to tie it in the final seconds of the opening quarter from Kira Riley. For the Raiders, 3 goals, I beg your pardon, from Allison Weinzettel in that opening frame. Team switch sides. Tartan now going right to left on your screen. Raiders going left to right as we get underway here in the second quarter. Titans able to work it up the far boundary. It'll be Colshaw Klein ahead with it. Now she'll slow some things down as Titans will set up. Titans continue to operate on the far side as they'll now work it around the Hastings net. Lauren Horning in control of it. Greta Colshaw Klein had a pair of goals in that first quarter for the Titans. Mina McLean not seeing any room as it'll end up toward the back line. Titans able to keep control of it. Titans looking to break the tie once again. It's Colshaw Klein driving in. And is taken away by the Raiders. Raiders get it across midfield. Raiders have only led once in the game. Only lasted until toward the end of the first quarter. Neither team has led by more than 1 yet in the game. McClellan pushes it on the left boundary upfield. Battles for it on the boundary line. And it'll be Hastings in possession. A little over 3 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. The game tied at 4. Raiders come driving in, a chance that's pushed wide of the net. Back the other way with it is Hurley. Hurley spins. Hurley pressured a little bit. And the Raiders will race back the other way with it. Hannah Precious. Hastings from behind the Tartan net with it. Tartan doing a much better job in the second quarter thus far in the defensive zone. Raiders looking for lanes, not seeing anything. Chance for Weinzettel, and she scores to put the Raiders back on top. Fourth goal of the game for Weinzettel. She's provided the bulk of the offense for the Raiders so far tonight.
Number 3, Weinzettel. Weinzettel at 7:02.
Titans will look to answer quickly like they did the first time that the Raiders took the lead late in that first quarter. Titans control off the face-off. As Colshaw Klein carries ahead. As Colshaw Klein tried to come inside. I beg your pardon, that was Riley. It'll be Raiders in possession. That was blown dead before the shot. So no goal, I believe, for the Raiders. With an interference penalty, I believe, being called. A break for the Titans as the whistles blew before. Weinzettel will set up with it. She comes in, takes the shot. Ends up being steered wide of the net by McClellan. He's coming back for another chance. Third chance. So McClellan able to make the stop, but play blown dead. McClellan in control of it. Weinzettel penalized, so the Titans will be a player up. Hurley runs it across midfield. Still trying to scoop it up off the turf. Comes back toward midfield. Kicked free briefly. Finally able to be corralled by Fiona Testfall. So we're going to get a call, I believe, against Haley Siebenaller.
Number 16 issued the yellow card at 419.
Two players down for the Raiders here. A little bit of head contact possibly called. A great opportunity here for the Titans with 2 players up. Horning. Waiting on where to be placed. Coming around for a chance was Riley, but she was cut off. It's loose behind the net. Katuna will be able to gather it in. Long pass ahead for Caitlin Wood. Wood speeds across midfield with it. Comes for Bella Arnold on the near side. Shot from the mid-slot for a Raiders goal, so even being 2 down, they're able to come up with the shorthanded goal and the first 2-goal advantage of the game for either team. Well, the Raiders now up 2. Olivia Jacobson credited with the goal, who had some good moments in the first quarter. Was overshadowed somewhat though by Wine Zettel, who had that 3-goal outburst in that opening frame. These Hastings attackers have had some success up front tonight. Titans defensively have played a much tighter second quarter. The Raiders have found themselves with a 2-player down shorthanded goal to go up 2. Now at the face-off, the Raiders will push it back into the Tartan zone. Noel. Foul on the side of the net, and we're going to get another yellow card, it looks like. Jacobson will be sent off. Well, the Raiders will be a player down once again. See if this time the Titans can take advantage of it. It's Colshaw Klein, who had a big first quarter. Now with under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Colshaw Klein able to get some space, tries a shot, and it'll be pushed wide of the net. But the Titans able to keep control. Trying the wraparound was Horning. It'll be pushed wide again. Slipping behind the net was Riley. Crowd wanting a foul. Titans trying to get a big goal as we head toward halftime. It'll be turned back over to the Raiders. Raiders still one player down. It has a nice save on the shot by McClellan. Titans here in the final 20 seconds as trying to work through this stiff defense of the Raiders. The foul will move things back. Come to the final seconds of the second quarter. And at halftime, the Hastings Raiders break a 4-4 tie. They've got a 6-4 lead here at halftime. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with your first half stats and highlights. Tartan with a little bit of work to do, down by 2 at halftime. We'll be back here on SEC Sports.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy. It's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is being prepared for the journey ahead. Love doesn't let any concerns go unsaid. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax. It always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects.
Sit up, team. When I look around this room, I see a fighting team of brave antibodies. But the flu is coming in strong, so I won't sugarcoat it. I need each one of you on your A game. The good news is, Anthony, the human body we've been tasked to protect, just got his flu shot, which supplied us with brand new gear to defend against the flu. That's right, we've upgraded our game with this new equipment. They give you a little extra boost. So let's go fight for Anthony, for his mom, his co-workers, that nice lady Patricia that lives down the street with the cute dog. In the face of viral adversity, we make Anthony thrive so he can protect himself and the people he loves most. Are you with me?
Let's work as a team to defend against the flu. Gear up with a flu shot to help protect others and reduce your risk of being sick or hospitalized with the flu. Learn more at getmyflushot.org.
Achieving my goals as an adult was challenging without a high school diploma. With the help of an adult education center, I finished my high school diploma and it changed my life.
This yearbook is a testament to your accomplishments and how they have impacted all of us.
Getting my high school diploma made me feel like I can do anything. Now, I can help the kids in my community achieve their dreams.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy, it's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax, it always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Sit up, team. When I look around this room, I see a fighting team of brave antibodies. But the flu is coming in strong. The good news is, Anthony, the human we're tasked to protect, just got his flu shot, which supplied us with strong new gear to defend against the flu. So let's go fight for Anthony. Are you with me?
Let's work as a team to defend against the flu. Gear up with a flu shot to help protect others and reduce your risk of being sick or hospitalized with the flu. Learn more at getmyflushot.org.
Some people judge a book by its cover, and if you're not what people are looking for, you're kind of like a reject.
At school, it feels like everyone's staring at me and I'm just kind of not really a person.
Sometimes I can't believe that you could be proud of me if I'm not proud of myself.
It just was hard today. Nobody was listening to me.
Think of our best times together. Let's do more of that.
Try to understand me more, and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find ways to support your kids at sounditouttogether.org.
Welcome back to Tartan High School halftime with Hastings on top 6-4. Some halftime senior night recognition for the Titans team as we'll jump into the highlights from that very back and forth first half. Hastings scoring a couple in that second quarter to take a 2-goal advantage. With 5 seconds into the game, it was Greta Kolshaw-Klein for the Titans. Had a quick response from Allison Weinzettel of Hastings, as Weinzettel had herself quite the first half as well, scoring 4 times. Kolshaw-Klein making a nice move to pick up her second as she worked her way around Annabelle Norquist. Hastings started to turn the tide a little bit more in their favor, as we mentioned during that second quarter. Late game tying goal in the first quarter for Kira Riley. We were tied 3-3 after, 4-4, I beg your pardon, after one quarter. Had a couple of goals in that second quarter for the Raiders from Weinzettel, as well as from Elena Knoll, giving the Raiders a little bit of a lead here at halftime. Senior night honorees down on the field for the Titans tonight. We're going to step aside. We'll take another break. Second half between the Raiders and the Titans coming up in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better.
It's like we just arrived.
I'm here today because of Tanya's relentless efforts in trying to get me healed. When I came back from the war, I became a homeless veteran. I was barely hanging on by a thread. The one thing that was constant for me was music. Music led me to Tanya. Normally with a veteran, we think we can solve everything. The truth of the matter is we cannot.
I just knew that something was different, something was off. I let him know that he wasn't alone. There are people that loved him.
And says, Michael, I know you've got a plan to take your life today, but if you give me just 5 more minutes to love you.
5 more minutes, 5 more minutes, honey, 5 more minutes to love. Michael has actually taught me what it looks like to accept help.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Buckle up! Nobody is more prepared for an emergency than Dogman.
With all your kung fu skills and your canine fortitude or whatnot.
But for the rest of us, a good plan goes a long way.
Come on, let's go!
So, whether it's an unexpected disaster or the world's most evilest cat bent on destroying all do-gooders,
Destroy all do-gooders!
you can help your family be ready for anything.
No time to waste. Will you get out of here?
Get started today at ready.gov/kids.
There I was, 16, divorced, remarried with a baby, another on the way, and I could barely read or write. Getting my high school diploma was a catalyst I needed. Now I have a bachelor's, a master's, and I became a teacher. When I look at all these success stories, I could not help but think it all started by getting my high school diploma.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
My dad showcased a sense of love that I never had before. It felt like it was something that I've always wanted. I mean, he's not only my parent, like he's like my best friend.
Learn about adopting a teen at adoptuskids.org.
I never realized that I'd be taking care of a 2-year-old and a 9-year-old on my own. Sometimes as dads, I think we're too hard on ourselves. We get down on ourselves on not being able to, we're the providers, but we also have to learn to take care of ourselves. Self-love made me a better dad because I realized my worth. My daughter Isabella recently had a graduation into high school, and I got emotional because I saw pride in her eyes. I saw my daughter have her own self-love, and I saw the hard work of me being that dad 24/7 transferred to my teenage daughter. The word father means a lot to me. When I give, my love to my children as a father. I can see it.
Welcome back to Tartan High School. Second half about to get underway. The Titans will try to come back. Down by 2 as we begin this third quarter. Titans will go left to right on your screen in the third quarter. Hastings in the blue will go right to left. Feel like a goaltender, Maddie McClellan for the Titans a moment ago. Greta Kolshaw-Klein, a pair of goals. Hastings scored the only 2 goals of the second quarter, giving the Raiders the so far only 2-goal advantage either team has had in the game. We're underway here in the second half. Titans trying to come back and win their second in a row. If Hastings holds on in the second half, that would also be the second straight win for the Raiders. That'll be played ahead for Lola Hurley. Hurley dropped it onto the side of the net. Titans will work it around the Raider net. As the Titans will score. Goal will go for Lauren Horning. Right out of the chute, the Titans get a big goal. Not quite as quickly as they got their first goal of the game, but nonetheless only 39 seconds into the third quarter. You're just joining us, the Titans scored 5 seconds officially into the game. One of Kolshaw-Klein's 2 goals in that opening quarter. We got the PA announcement, no assists on the play. Raiders control the face-off as they will push it into the Titans' end. Siebenaller. Shoveled wide of the Titans' net. Hastings able to recover it near the back line. Titans will push it up the far boundary quickly. They come into Raiders territory. Kira Riley, drop it behind the net. We got a whistle before it's released by the goaltender Katuri, I beg your pardon. Katuria getting instructions from the sideline. She'll send it off very close by as the Titans defense trying to apply some pressure, but the Raiders able to break it as they'll come back into the Tartan zone. Coming through for a shot wide of the net was Weinzettel. Had those 4 early goals in the first and second quarters. Olivia Jacobson also putting a tally on the board in that second quarter for the Raiders. Jacobson defended well as she was cut off as the shot was blocked, then the pass back up toward midfield. It's Hurley. Lofts it on toward the near side, where it's controlled there by Riley. Ella Ebenhoek in the high slot. Lost it momentarily, able to get it back. Titans looking for the game-tying goal. Ebenhoek took a shot but whistles before. To see Kolchak Klein making her way over toward the bench. So the Raiders will go player up. Raiders scored a 2-player down goal during that second quarter. Siebenaller on the attack. Siebenaller off the foul will take the shot. It'll bound wide of the net. Hannah Precious tried to get inside. Good defense from the Titans. The Raiders will pick up the goal. It'll be the 5th of the game for Weinzettel. And it's back to a 2-goal advantage. Weinzettel able to work her way into the slot. A little bit of space. All that some of these players are going to need to do some damage. Hastings able to control the face-off. Lob pass will work its way onto the side of the net where it's picked up by McClellan. Senior goaltender will lob it upfield. It'll go back over to the Raiders. Raiders trying to push it deeper into the Titans zone. Pass into the slot was intercepted by the Titans. Pass on toward the near side, though, will go out of bounds. Katie Horton. Raiders will work it onto the side of the Tartan net. They'll work it back. Thought about the wraparound as it's able to be picked up by McClellan. McClellan long pass ahead, but it'll be turned over. It's Weinzettel. Into the high slot, a shot that pushed wide by Layla Turn. Norquist came in for a shot. Titans will be able to sprint up the left boundary with it. Raiders trying to race back. Foul in front of the net. That'll go over to Hastings. Raiders back into the attacking zone. Just losing it out of bounds was Molly Edwards. I beg your pardon. Player was a little bit frustrated at losing that out of bounds. About to go into the final minute and a half of the third quarter. Titans got within one, but Hastings keeping that 2-goal advantage. Turned over to the Titans. They'll come upfield with a minute to go in the quarter. Whistles came before the shot. Horning came in. Horning, who has the goal in this third quarter. Chance for Horning, and the stop made by the goaltender Katuria. Final 10 seconds of the quarter. Last chance for the Titans in this third frame as a shot will go wide. And the third quarter will come to a close. One goal each way in the third quarter. With that big goal for Lauren Horning. But Allison Weinzettel picked up her 5th of the game for Hastings, and after 3, it's still a 2-goal lead for the Hastings Raiders. We'll step aside here on SCC Sports. Exciting fourth quarter coming up between the Raiders and the Titans. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you on the other side.
Danny. See me after class. Okay, so, Jennifer? Yes? Okay, let me know.
Danny, I just got this notice from your school. We need to talk. This is important. We need to talk.
Danny, wake up!
Oh, that would be really
Danny! Laps.
Danny! She's overdosing.
When no one else knows what to do, it's gotta be you. Carrying the lock zone, you could save a life.
Welcome back to Tartan High School, fourth quarter. Just moments away with the Hastings Raiders on top 7-5. The Raiders will keep that 2-goal lead going into the fourth that they had at halftime. 1 goal apiece scored during that third quarter as the Titans scored first to get within 1. They got the goal from Lauren Horning. Then back at the other end, it was Allison Weinzettel, her 5th of the game for the Raiders. Only 2 goals of that third quarter. Senior night here at Tartan High School with the seniors honored at halftime. Teams getting set to break their intermission huddles. Titans will try to come back here in the fourth quarter. Both of these teams picking up their first wins last time out, respectively. One team will walk out of here with a 2-game winning streak. Thanks so much for joining us on SCC Sports tonight. What's turned into a beautiful evening. Take a look at the upcoming schedule here in the final couple weeks of the regular season. Sectionals beginning Memorial Week. 3 of 4 on the road to close out the regular season for Hastings. As for the Titans, take a look at their schedule in the final couple weeks as well, here in a little bit. Fourth quarter about to get underway. This has turned into a beautiful evening, a little bit of a cool breeze now swirling around the stadium. After the warm, humid afternoon, a threat of a passing shower appears to not have materialized, fortunately. Hastings controls the opening face-off here to start the fourth quarter. Raiders will set up in the Hastings, or I beg your pardon, the Tartan zone. CC Kennedy comes inside. The whistle's blew before the shot. Kennedy off the foul. Steps into it, takes a shot that bounces into the pocket of the goaltender McClellan. And here come the Titans back the other way with it. Nearly lost it, did lose it, as it'll be picked up by Kennedy. Weinzettel, opposed by Horning. Played ahead for Knoll, who has one of the Hastings goals in the game, one of the two that's not scored by number 3. Olivia Jacobson, the other goal that Weinzettel did not have. Tartan advances across midfield with it as Hurley gets bumped. Hurley trying to get inside. And it'll be Raider ball. Nearly turned over at midfield by the Raiders, but they're able to press ahead. Leia Watts ahead with it for the Raiders. Tartan finding themselves down, but they've played much better defensively since the first quarter. Both teams defensively struggled in that opening quarter. The Raiders have only managed 3 goals since the first quarter. Picked up by McClellan here. Long pass toward midfield. It was deflected as she let it go. Titans come up the far boundary. It'll be slowed down by Ebenhock. Foul called due to the contact on the Hastings zone. They're going to get a yellow card, I think, assessed here. The officials will have an extended discussion. Riley will send it behind the net. Liv Hansford. Colshaw Klein with a shot wide. Does stay inbounds. Aubrey Unclesbay. Whistles blew before the shot is coming in with Riley. And it'll go over to the Raiders. Raiders advance it onto the Tartan side of the field. Tesfaye trying to provide some defense. Nice stop is down on the ground to make the stop was McClellan. McClellan lofts it toward midfield. Horning had it briefly, the foul on Hastings. Shot was taken that goes wide in front of the net. Timeout called with 5:31 to go in regulation. Hastings holding on to a 2-goal advantage. After a very back and forth first quarter, Hastings has mostly been able to keep the Titans at arm's length, especially here in the second half as we take a look at the Tartan North upcoming schedule. They'll finish their regular season on the road at St. Paul Academy, at St. Paul Two Rivers, and at White Bear Lake before they get their section assignment. That'll be that Memorial Week Wednesday. Both of these teams likely to be opening up on the road for sectionals. Final home game, as we mentioned, of the regular season is at our senior night ceremony at halftime. We'll take a look at the upcoming broadcasts we've got on SEC Sports. A couple baseball games this coming week, including the Titans back here at the stadium. That'll be a week from tonight. Baseball Monday with the Ponies and the Bears. And then lacrosse section semifinals. That'll premiere on Saturday, May 31st. Close out the month of May. Stay tuned to our social media outlets for when and where we'll be, especially as we get into spring sectionals. Coming right around the corner, of course, the end of the school year. Welcome out of the Titans timeout. It's Hansford behind the net with it. Chance went off the side of the net for Tesfaye. After the foul, they'll place everybody. Lola Hurley in control of it. Titans really need to pick one up. Clock running down now under 4.5 minutes. It's Riley. Horning will send one wide. Titans able to keep it alive. Zebenhoek. It's Hurley. Had it poked away, able to get it back. Back up for Hansford. Pass inside is out of reach. Titans, though, again able to keep it alive. Dragging into the slot, Hansford, a backhand bouncing shot for a big-time goal. What a play by Liv Hansford. Spinning backhand shot, just able to bounce it into the top left corner, and the Titans got a goal they had to have, and it's a one-goal game with a little over 3 minutes to go. Like skipping a rock almost into the back of the net. Beg your pardon, it'll be Colshaw Klein credited with it. Oh, Colshaw Klein will pick up her third of the game in a big spot. Now the Raiders will try to protect that one-goal lead here in the final 3 minutes and change. Colshaw Klein nearly came away with the steal she did. She'll work up the far boundary. Now Colshaw Klein will slow things down. It's Riley with it. As they call the foul on the Titans, so it goes over to Hastings. Pass off in front of the Raider bench. Turnaround shot goes just wide in front of the Goaltender McClellan. Clock continues to move, under 2 minutes. Titans turn it over, but a foul. Getting knocked down was Weinzettel. Coming inside with it, Arnold. Arnold had a shot stopped nicely by McClellan. Ball awarded to the Titans, but now they only have 1 minute left. They'll push it up the near boundary. Hurley. Or Colshaw Klein. It's Colshaw Klein trying to drive inside. We'll get whistles. And a yellow card. It's coming, or just a hanky coming out with 42 seconds left. Colshaw Klein will set up. And here she comes, forced to back out due to some good Hastings defense. Ball loose in front as trying to get it inside was Unklesby. Final 30 seconds as it's lobbed toward midfield. Raiders will be able to carry it upfield on the near boundary. Raiders in control of it within the final 10 seconds, and it looks like the Raiders are going to pull this one out. If they're able to run out the rest of the clock, the Hastings Raiders will take it tonight by a final score of 7-6 in a hard-fought game. It was never more than 2 goals apart. A very back-and-forth first quarter that ended in a 4-4 tie. Raiders led by 2 at halftime, led by 2 at the end of the third quarter. And the Titans just unfortunately never able to get within more than 1 during that last 3 quarters. We'll take a look at the highlights for you from that fourth quarter. Goal for Lola Hurley came early on. Greta Colshaw Klein had herself a big night tonight with 3 goals for the Titans. But on the other side, 5 goals for Allison Weinzettel that led the way for the Raiders. She scored 5 of 7 for Hastings tonight. Colshaw Klein picked up another one there. Big late goal for Colshaw Klein to get the Titans within 1. Elena Knoll with the goal there for Hastings. Kira Riley picked one up for the Titans tonight as well. Weinzettel with that big night to help propel the Raiders to the win. Nice turnaround shot there for the goal from Lauren Horning. That was the only goal of that third quarter. Weinzettel for the 5th time in the game. Saw that late nice bounce feed from Colshaw Klein. That made it a 7-6 game, but that would be the final tonight, as not quite the dog days of summer just yet, but we're on our way there as the Raiders hold on for the victory tonight by a final score of 7-6 on this beautiful night here at Tartan High School. We thank you so much for joining us tonight. On behalf of our entire SEC Sports crew, David and Joe down in the truck, I'm Patrick Lilia with you this evening as the Hastings Raiders pull out the win. Hastings 7, Tartan 6, the final tonight. We'll catch you next time from an arena or a field near you. Make sure to check out our baseball coverage this coming week and stay tuned for where we'll be for lacrosse sectionals at the end of the month.